thousands, what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass, yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
On the move to his left. They'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
The end result, 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Again, McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Mayfield on 1st down. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Trimble. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield on play action. Rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Flynn. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last.
Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Jackson on 1st down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
We changed it.
Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson flushed out right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Jackson. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 28 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of the defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And some room to work. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play fake. Mayfield. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 38 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. And they'll accept that penalty. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The penalty got him half the distance to the goal down to the 1, made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. They go play action now. Jackson out to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCaffrey running up the middle. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a couple, Mayfield looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this, not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. That one is caught by Hunt. And I think the ball's out. And the Panthers have recovered. And maybe that one caused...
Downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, sick to traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick.